how we do it. We take 12 on the side, and we write the prime factorization of this number. Can anyone give us the prime factorization of 12?
Two times 3.
Indeed. So this is 2 squared times 3. It has to be in the power form. Excellent. Very good. Can anyone give us the least common denominator? I'm sorry, the prime factorization of 18.
3 times 3 times 3 times
Right,
3.
but it has to be like this. 2 times 3 squared. Now the least common denominator has all factors we see here. The power is not a factor. What are the different factors we see here? The different factors we see here are which different factors we see here? Can anyone tell us which different factors we see here?
The exponents?
We see 2 as a factor, we see 3 as a factor. These are the only different factors we see in that bunch. Now we discuss the power. The power of 2, here is 2 and here is 1. I have to choose the highest power, not the sum of the powers. I have to choose the highest power, which is 2. The same thing for 3. 3 is a factor, and this one has power 1 and this one has power 2. I have to choose the highest power, not the sum of the powers. So then what is the highest power?
2.
2. So then 4 times 9, 36. That's how we determine that the least common denominator is 36. Now we have to determine the adjustments. What do we need to multiply the numerator of this fraction and what we need to multiply the numerator of the other fraction by? Because we did something here. We multiplied this by something. We have to do the same thing to the top. We multiply this by something, by a factor, and we have to apply that factor to the top. So can anyone tell us what? Adriana, what do you think?
Multiply 11 by 3 because
Of course. Absolutely, because
36
yes.
and 13 by
Because we multiplied 18 by 2 to get 36. Excellent. So we have 33 then. 3 times 11 and 2 times 23. 2 times 13 is 26. Excellent. Thank you. Do not be tempted to simplify. You cannot. Now we have to add here, and we get 59 over 36. We may have to simplify by or change it into a mixed number. So we will have one integer, and 59 minus 36 is 23. Good. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Here, division. How do we divide these two mixed numbers? What do we need to do first? Anyone, please? Anyone remembers how we... Yes? Janelle?
would it be easier to put it into an improper fraction?
Not easier. It's a must. We have to. It's mandatory. 2 times 4 is 8, plus 1 is 9. 4 times 8, 32, 33. It is a must. Excellent. How do I divide two fractions? Anyone else, please? Josh, will you tell us how to divide two fractions? We had division of fractions several times today. Josh, will you talk to us? Okay, Arian, would you try, please? How do we divide two fractions?
I can attempt, but I'm not exactly sure.
Okay, so what would you think?
I will start with I forgot what it was called. The bottom of the fractions, since they're both
We
Yeah,
have to
that's-
copy the first fraction and change the division into a multiplication and flip the other fraction, meaning we multiply by the multiplicative inverse of the fraction. We cannot simplify across. Even if we could, we will not be allowed to in a division. Don't try. But now I'm allowed to, 8 by 8, and I get 1, and here by 3, and I get 11. So the simplified form is -1 over 11.
How did you get 4 for the denominator? How did you get 8 for the denominator of?
Don't you mean 3 over 11?
Yes, I copied 8. I was looking. Sorry. Okay. I wasn't trying to see whether somebody's paying attention. No. I just copied 8 for some reason. Unknown. Okay, so this is 4 indeed. Thank you. So this is a 2 here. So then, and 3 and 11. So this is 6. Let me check now everything. 9 over 4, and then 8 over 33. So I simplified by 3. Good. And by 4. Good. Yes. Thank you very much. Thank you. No excuse.
To that too.
Say it again.
I do it too all the time, or forget to add negative.
No, I just for some reason I looked here, instead of copying 4, I copied 8. No reason, no explanation. Sorry about that. Thank you for catching that. Thank you, Adriana. Thank you. Good. So here we have to subtract two mixed numbers. Yes, we can put the integers back in and then find the least common denominator. Or we can separate. It may be a little bit longer, maybe it is down the road easier, depending on the numbers. Or we can separate this into 23 plus and this into -19 minus 3/8 and take it from there. Which method would you prefer? To put the integers in or separate the integers from the fractions? Both methods are fine. One may be a little bit longer than the other, but it will take us to the same answer. Let's pick a method.
Separate?
Say it again.
Separate?
Separate. Okay, very good. So since I don't have enough room here, I'm gonna do this. Please jump over. So this is 23 plus 5 over 6, and this is, careful because there is a minus in front, both quantities have to be subtracted. Don't subtract 19, but add 3/8. This is -19 and 3/8. So now I will take the integers, 23 minus 19, and I get a 4. Here, 6 and 8, I have to find the least common denominator in order to add or subtract, whatever, it doesn't matter, these two fractions. And I have 6 which is 2 times 3 in prime factorization, and I have 8, which is 2 to the third in prime factorization. So now, what is the LCD? First of all, we have to identify all different factors. How many different factors we see in here? How many different factors we see there? All different factors have to be here in the least common denominator.
Yeah.
2. And they are 2 and 3. Now we have to discuss powers for all factors. In here I see power 1 and power 3. I'm not allowed to add the powers. I'm only allowed to find the highest and copy it. Which one is the highest? I know it's silly, but I want to emphasize the rules and the steps. Which one is the highest? Anyone? Which power is the highest? Say it again?
3.
Yes, of course. Very good. Now 3 appears only once. There is no discussion. It's power 1. So 8 times 3, so this is 24. So the least common denominator is 24. Now we need to find the adjustments. I call them the adjustments because I multiplied 6 by something to get 24 and 8 by something to get 24. I have to apply the same treatment to their corresponding numerators. It has to be the same. Okay, so what will you apply to 5? Yes, to 5 we have to apply 4 because 6 times 4 is 24. Good. What do we apply to the numerator of 8? Eight times what is 24? I have to apply the same treatment to the top, which is okay, perfect. Thank you. So now 4 times 5 is 20, but minus 3 times 3, which is 9. Do not attempt to simplify here. These are terms. We cannot simplify terms. So then I have 4. 20 minus 9 is 11 over 24. And now I can combine it back into a mixed number. 20 minus 9 is 11. 4 integers and 11 over 24 is 4 and 11 24th. Any questions? Okay, so now we continue with this. I'm going to copy it again. So I'm going to put this with a triangle. So look for the triangle because I didn't want to leave it there. So I'm going to copy it now. So we have 56 over 55, negative 15 over 24, negative 45 over 28. Let's work on this problem. If you start multiplying, you're going to get huge numbers, and they will be very difficult afterwards. First, we have to establish the sign. Can anyone give us the final sign of the product? Can anyone give us the final sign of the product? Say it again.
Positive?
Yes, because a negative times a negative is positive times a positive is positive. So I no longer need parentheses, but I have to rewrite it like this. Because we took care of the sign. Just that step simplified the whole thing a lot. Okay, now, careful. We're not going to multiply anything. We're going to try to simplify as much as possible. Okay, so let's try. I see 55 and 15. Both are divisible by what? 55 and 15. Can anyone tell us what would you simplify these two by? 55 and 15 by? Exactly. 15 divided by 5 is 3. 55 divided by 5 is 11. We continue. 3 divided by 3 is 1. 24 divided by 3 is 8. 8 divided by 8 is 1. 56 divided by 8 is 7. A lot has happened. Let me write it now. 7 over 11 times. As you see, this is 1 and 1, so this fraction is all gone. 45 over 28. Now, 7 divided by 7 is 1. 28 divided by 7 is 4. And this is it. 1 times 45 is 45. 4 times 11 is 44. In other words, 1 and 1 over 44. Notice that I have not performed any multiplication. There was no need. I simplified step by step as much as possible, and I got to a simple fraction. Okay, moving on. Any questions, please? Evaluate each of the following expressions for the indicated value. Okay, so we have 2x minus 3y, and they are giving us x is negative 11 over 24, and y equals 5 over 36. Let's take a minute and work on this problem. And then I'll copy the second one. We replace x by negative 11 over 24 and y by 5 over 36. Perform the operations in the order of operations and simplify. Can anyone tell us the first step here? What do I have to write? And how I write it. It's very important how to write it.
Substitute the variables for the fractions.
Yes, but it's important how I write it. So I have 2. What do I need next?
Parentheses.
Yes, that's all I wanted to hear. Yes, minus 3. Here I don't need parentheses because this is a positive number. Excellent. Very good. Do not ever multiply if you can simplify first. Ever, 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 ever. Make it easy. Not get to huge numbers and not know what to do with them afterwards. So first let's establish the
Wait, I do have a question.
Please.
Where'd you get negative 11 over 24? Oh, okay. Makes sense.
So let's establish the sign here first, always, because the parentheses are in the way. So, what is the sign of this? Anyone, please?
Negative.
Good. So this is a product. Don't forget to simplify here because we already can. A factor from the top with a factor from the denominator. 3 divided by 3, 36 divided by 3. Don't forget to simplify because we can. And look at this. I don't even have to find the least common denominator because both fractions have the same denominator. 11 plus 5, which is 16. I have to, oops. I have to simplify. What can I simplify by?
4.
Yes. So simplify by 4 and I get 4. Simplify by 4 I get 3. So negative 4/3 and indeed negative 1 1/3. Very good. Thank you, Rachel. Good. Here's the next example. We have x plus y. Anybody questions, please? Anybody? X plus y, everything squared. And we are given that x is 3/4. And we are given that y is 1/12.